Hi everyone. In today's challenge, we are going to solve this problem. The problem name is maximum number of events that can be attended, part 2, and the problem number is 1751. Alright guys, so first of all, we are going to clearly understand the problem statement. After understanding this problem statement with example, then we will move to the logic part. We will see how we can solve this problem, what is the logic to solve this problem. And after understanding the logic part, then we will move to the implementation part. And in the implementation part, we are going to implement our logic in Python and C++ programming language. In this video, we are not going to go with the Java and JavaScript as well, just because the video is going to be very long, right? But believe me guys, if you understood the logic part and if you have seen the implementation of either Python or C++, then you can easily implement in your programming language as well. Fine guys, and also if you need solutions, if you want to have a look on the solution whatever I'm writing, I will share the link in the description. There you can find all the solution whatever I have solved the problem, right? Now guys, let's see what this problem says. So let me move all this thing. And guys, the problem says you are given an array of events where events of I is equal to start day of I, end day of I, and value of I. So nothing but we are given one array. This is going to be 2D array where we can say the each index will have a three value, 1, 2, and 3. The first value is nothing but start day of I, means the start day. Second value is nothing but end day, and the third value is nothing but we can say value, right? So that is a code, and the name is nothing but we can say events, right? The ith event starts at the start day of I and end at end day of I. So nothing but let's say this is at 2, 4, 6. So this is nothing but let's say it is at a second index, right? So that means that on the second day, we are going to start with the day 2. On the second day, or we can say the ith event, or not on the second day, on the second event. Second event is going to start at the second day. Second event is going to end at the fourth day, and the value of second event is nothing but 6. Simple, right? So this is nothing but we can say the starting value, starting day value, end day value, and we can say this is nothing but a value, right? You are also given an integer k which represent the maximum number of event you can attend. Now we are given a length of we can say attending, right? We can how much event we can attend. We are given a limitation there as well. So limit is given. So that is going to be nothing but an integer. That name we can say variable name is nothing but k, right? So we are given a limit as well. We can attend limited number of events, right? Now you can only attend one event at a time. If you choose to attend an event, you must attend the entire event. You note that the end day is inclusive. Simple thing guys, nothing but we can say if we start taking any event, if we start attending any event, then we have to complete it. Is that make clear, right? So let's say an event is starting from day 2 and it's going till day 6. So if we are starting this event, then we can't take any event between this time period. We can't take any other event at day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, because in this duration, in this period, our already an event is going on, right? So after day 6, then on the day 7 we can take any other event, but we can't take any event between this particular duration, right? I hope it makes sense. Now you cannot attend two events where one of them starts another. Same thing guys, nothing but including part, right? If you start your event is starting at day 2, so on day 2 you can't take any other event until the day 6 where it ending. It should be inclusive, not like day 5 till day 6, right? After day 6, then on 7 day you can take it, otherwise you can't take it, right? Return the maximum sum of values that you can receive by attending the events. Now what we have to do, we have to take k number of events, at max k number of events, such that our value should be high, right? Out of all the possible events, we have to choose which event we should take such that our value should be high. Simple, right? High, not I would say maximum, right? Not high is not a right word here. So we are given example one. Let's try to understand from example one, then you will have a better understanding what is this problem say, right? So example one says 1, 2, 4, this is the first event. 3, 4, 3, it is the second event. 2, 3, 1, this is the third event, right? So 1, 4, 1 to 4 is nothing but we can say the event first is going to start with the day 1 and go till day 2. So I have you can see they have drawn a we can say this particular image as well. So in this image you can see guys, simple event 0 is starting from day 1, right, and going till day 2. So that is nothing but we can say event 0, and event 1 is nothing but we can say starting from day 3 and going till day 4, right? And event 3, not event 2, this is the 0 index, this is 1, this is 2. 0 second index is starting from the day 2, so day 2 and going till day 3, right? So I can remove this. Now you can see this particular image, simple. Now what we are going to do, we are going to say we are going to take at least 2 event. K is equal to 2, right? Means we can take at max 2 event, right? Not at least, at max 2 event. So how we going to do this? So if we take this particular event, right, 0 event, So I am completely blocked on this particular period 1 and 2. I can't take any other event. So if I take this event, then I can't take this one, right? That is for sure, because this is starting at day 2, but this particular zero event is going to end at the day 2, right? Fine. So we can't take this particular event. So we can say I am taking this zero event. So the value is nothing but we can say 4. So I'm going to add in my 4. Then after that, you can see on the third, we can take any event, right? Because it ended at day 2. So on day 3, I'm free. I can take any event. So I am going to take an event of that event 1, because this is starting from day 3 and the value is 3. Nothing but we can say 4 plus 3 is negative 7. Total we can say I have taken this event 0 and event 0 and event 1, and both are summing up their values. Then we are getting nothing but 7 only, right? And I can't choose this particular event, just because if I choose this event, then I can't take any of these two other events, right? Because this is lying in between of 2 and 3. So if I choose this event, so I'm occupied on day 2 and occupied on day 3. But first event also, that event 0 is also including a day 2, and event 1 is also including a day 3, right? Either I can take this only one event, or I can either take this two event. So I am taking above two event, and which is giving us value nothing but 7, which is nothing but the maximum one. I'm returning a 7. I know it's hard to understand, but try to understand with this. Let's understand the next problem, then you can have better understanding. So same thing, guys, on event 0, on event 1, on event 2, but here the value has changed, right? They have changed the value. The first event is going to have 4, second is third 3, and the second this third event is nothing but going to have value 10. So now you can see either I can take this two, we have already discussed, or either we can take simple this one, right? So here if we take a single only this event only, then I am getting a maximum value in nothing but 10. And if I take this both event, then I'm getting 4 plus 3 is nothing but 7. So you can see, guys, if there is no benefit of taking two event if I take just only this event and getting a maximum value 10. So I'm just going to take the event 2, and this is going to give me a value 10, which is nothing but a maximum value. Fine. Now let's move to the third example here. Here we are given a 4 event, and the first event is going to go with till 1 to 1, second to second, 3 to 3, 4 to 4, right? So that means there is no event overlapping, right? But k is nothing but 3 here. Means we can take at max 3 event. So which 3 event we should choose? See, guys, which 3 event we should do? We can't choose this 3 event, right? If we choose this 3 event, we are going to get a value 6. But if we choose the last 3 events, then we are going to get a value nothing but we can say 9. So we are going to choose last 3 events, and we are going to say 9 is nothing but our maximum value. I hope it makes sense, right? So this was simple basic problems. We are given some we can say events. We can attend only k limited events, such that our max value should be maximum, right? And no event should be overlap. If we are attending two events, then these two events should not be overlap to each other, right? All right. So now once this is done, let's move to the logic part and see how we can solve this problem. But this I want to make sure that you must have understood the problem, right? Not a logic, but till now you must have understood the problem, what we have to do, what the problem asks us to do, right? So let me move all these things. Now let's see how we can solve this problem. What is the logic to solve this problem, right? Simple logic, guys, nothing hard. Event, we are given some events, right? So let's say this first example only, we are given this event. So what we can do, guys? Simple, nothing. We can use a recursion. Either take it or not take it. Isn't it? It is a hard level problem, but believe me, this is the only simple solution. Either you can take this or not take it, right? So if I say I'm starting from 0 index, that means I haven't taken any single events yet, and k is nothing but same. K is nothing but my 2 only, right? I'm assuming that this first example, so I'm writing k is nothing but 2 only, right? So I'm starting at 0 index and having a k is equal to 2. That means I can take 2 events. All right. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to say fine. What are the possibilities do I have on 0? Either I can take the first event, right? Either I can take the first event. If I'm taking the first event, then what I'm going to do, let's say I take a first event, so I'm going to say I'm taking a value 4, right? Value is 4, right? But if I take a first event, so and I'm just going to say if I take a first event, this particular first event, uh, 1, 2 and 4. So tell me, guys, if I take a first event, then where I will move to next? So you can see, guys, it is a 2, right? You can say this is ending at day 2. So I can take next event, which is just nothing but greater than second event. Start time is greater than day 2, right? I can take only those events now which are standing after day 2, right? So there is only one event, that is 3. So I'm going to say fine, you have taken first event, that is nothing but we can say 1, 2 and 4, and after that, once you taken that particular thing, you reach to which one? I would say you can take only this much array, 2, 3, 1 array. Means you can take the next index, which is nothing but lying at second, right? Second index, and the k is now going to be nothing but 1, right? We have decremented k by 1 because we have already taken a 1 event. But if I don't take this event, then I will move to the next index with the same value. I hope it makes sense. I was initially at 0, 0, right? I'm on event 0. Now I am to choose whether I should take that event or not. If I'm taking that event, then where I can move? If I'm taking this event, then I can move directly to the second index, right? And there my k value also going to decrease because I have taken that event, and I'm going to add this into our value because 4 is the value, so I'm going to add into our result. And if I don't take this, so I will going to move to the next one, and I'm going to say fine, you have moved to the next one. Now that is nothing but 343, right? But did you find any flaw in this? Did you find any issue here? Yes, issue is here that this is starting at 3 day, but we don't want this, right? This will going to mess up our code. So what we will do initially, we will do nothing but we will sort it on the basis of start index. Notice start index, start day, right? So this is nothing but 1 2 4, then next gonna be nothing but 2 3 1, then next gonna be 3 4 3, right? So this is now our array look like if we sort it on the basis of start index, right? Fine. And now what we are going to do, we are going to say fine. So if again I remove all these things, if I remove all this thing and I will say I'm starting at 0 index, and where k is nothing but 2 only, means initial I can take we can say events. So from 0 index you can see this is nothing but 0, right? Focus on this array now, forget about examples image, this node, focus on this. So focus in this particular part. Here we have 0 index, this is 1 index, this is second index. So I'm at 0 index, should we take it or not? If I take it, so if I take it, so my value is nothing but going to be now total value is going to be 4, the value is 4, and my start index, next index, it is ending at day 2. So I can take any event which is starting after day 2. So you can see guys, this is starting at day 2 only. We don't want to take it, we want to take that event which is starting after day 2, that is nothing but after 3, right? On the, you can see this particular event which is starting at day 3, so which is after that day 2, right? So we can take this particular one and we can write we are moving to index 2, and where nothing but we can say our k is going to be decremented by 1 because k we have already taken one time that particular event, right? Now we can take only one event left, right? Now on the second part, don't take it. If we don't take it, so I will move to the next index simply, and the k is going to remain same, and this will keep moving, right? On here also I can either take on second index or I can not take it. So let's say I take it, right? So let me go a little up. So I'm going to add 3 now to my result. You can see guys, this is nothing but 3 is the nothing but on second index. You can see we have this event where value is nothing but 3, so I'm going to add 4 plus 3 now 7, and I'm going to take this particular one. So if I take it now, where I'm going to move, I'm going to move to the next index, right? Which is greater than this end day, which is greater than 4. So I could not find any element, so I'm going to say fine, it's going to return here, right? If I don't take it, then also I'm going to move to the next one, but this is out of bounds, so we are going to return here. And this is also going to be, you can see I'm at first index, either I can take it or not take it. If I take it on the first index, this event, so this is nothing but value 1. All right, so this is value 1, so I'm going to say fine, this is value 1, and I'm going to either, if I take it, so I'm to move the next one, right? After day 3 where it ends, the end value was nothing but day 3, so I have to take next event where start day is nothing but greater than 3. So there is no event present which is starting after the day 3, so we are going to say nothing but return. And if I don't take it, then I will move to the next one, which is nothing but index of 2, and keys are going to right. And here I can take it or not take it. If I take it, then I will get a value 3. If I don't take it, then also I will go out of bounds, so we are going to return here as well. So you can see guys, if I do sum up, so this part is nothing but giving a value, nothing but we can say, let me just change a color. Here I have taken it, right? So this part is giving nothing but this 3 value, and this nothing but 4 value. So this part is giving me a 4 value left side, and this part is giving me 1 and 3, which is maximum. You can see guys, if I don't take it, so it's going to give a 1 or 3, right? So which nothing but we can say here 3 is maximum, here 1 and 3 is maximum. So 4 and 3 this is nothing but we can say total 7. So 7 and 3, which one is maximum? You can say 7 is maximum, so we are going to say nothing but 7 is our answer. I hope it makes sense, right? So 7 is our answer. We are going to take just maximum value from left to right side. So you can see on left and right, which is maximum. This is 3, this is 0. So 3 plus 0 is nothing but 3 or 0, which is maximum 3. So we are going to add into this result 4 plus 3. Now it is become 7. Now 7 on the left side, right side, what do we have? We have 3 or 0, 3, 3 and 1, which is maximum 3. So 7 and 3, which one is maximum? 7. So we are going to say return 7, right? So this was a simple logic. Just we are going to use a recursion. We are going to say either you can take it that event or you don't take it. So we are going to do just memoization this particular recursion part. So this will call a DP. So let's see how we can do this in Python and C++. So guys, initially, let me just go to this particular site. Right. So I'm gonna starting with the Python first. So here we are going to say fine. Let's create first of all sorted our events on the basis of start day, right? Event.sort. So it has sorted on the basis of our start day, right? Once it's sorted, I'm going to just say take a start value in separate array as well. So I'm going to say start for start and value for not for in events, right? Fine. Now once this is done, I'm going to call one function that is sol, which is going to call at 0 index initially, and k is going to be remain same. Right. Now let's define this function. So define sol, and here I'm going to say find this is nothing but index, and this is nothing but we can say k, right? Finally. So here we can say if index is greater than length of our we can say events, or k is equal to 0. If any of conditions satisfy, that means our index is out of bound, or we have already taken the limited number of events. So we can say return nothing but 0. But if it is not the case, then we are going to say next event index. If we now we are going to do two things. The first thing is nothing but we can say either take it or not take it, right? If I take it, then I have to choose the next one, which is having a having a start date greater than our current end date. So I'm going to say just do nothing but bisect. So bisect right, and here what I'm going to pass, I'm going to pass my starts. So this starts array which I made it, and events of index of 1. This is nothing but we can say end date. So I'm going to say on this starts index array, just find out the right side, means where you're getting the value just greater than this particular value, which is nothing but the end date, right? So once we found that index, we are going to call. So we are going to say now, guys, two things. Here I'm going to say return max value. So first thing in nothing but if we are not taking it, if we are not taking, so we are going to directly call solve index plus 1 comma k, right? Move to the next index with same k value. But if we are taking it, so we are going to add that value first of all, index of 2. This is nothing but value of that particular current index, current events. Adding a value, then move to the next, we can say the possible one or the right particular event, next event, right? So that is told by this next event index. So I'm going to say nothing but let me just say here events, or we can just call directly call this particular index, and we can pass nothing but k plus k minus 1, because we have taken that particular event, right? Now we are going to say simple just return. So let's run this code and see whether it's working fine or no. So let's see. We got an error because event does not exist, right? That's cool. Let's run this again. Fine. Let's see. Oh, let's see. We got a error in everywhere, right? Why it is so? Because we are calling this particular thing. Fine, and we are going to say on the starts, you have to find a bisect of right? Find bisect of rights, and you can say starts on this starts array. So we have sorted this particular events. After that, we are saying that just take a start value, and then after that you have to do next event index and k minus 1, right? Fine, it's also cool. So we are just adding this particular index as well, right? Fine. So this is looking cool, but why it is giving a wrong answer on each index, right? This is 6, this is 13, and this 10. So we have done something mistake over here. Let's check that. Next event index is equal to bisect dot bisect right, and we can say start and start index of 1, right? That is cool. This is nothing but end date, right? So we have a want nothing but that event, next event which should be the greater than our end date. So find that thing that is gonna cool work, right? Then we are just taking maximum value from solve index. All right. So okay. Fine. Now what we can do, nothing but we can say and just take a cache here, which is nothing but do a memorization for us. So let's see now. So let's see, but this will gonna affect node, right? So okay, k is equal to 0 if it is k0 or anything, then do this particular part. Otherwise, make index greater than 1. And here, okay, I haven't called this function, guys. So I haven't called this function, right? I don't know why I can't see this particular work. So I have to call this function, right? Now let's see. I don't know why this was a simple basic error. I haven't called this function. Just I was looking for this one, right? So you can see that this particular code pass. But if I just remove this cache part, means if I don't memorize it, so it will always gonna be TLE, right? So it's better to memorize this particular thing. So you can see if I try to submit this code, it will give a TLE. For that time being, let me write this as well. So let's wait for this TLE. You can see it taking a long time because it's taking a lot of time in there. We can say backend parts. So we are using all possible combinations. You can see it could not pass last 4 cases, right? Last 3 cases it could not able to pass. We got a TLE, but if we use a LRE cache and then try to submit this code, so it's gonna pass all the cases because we are now memorizing it. LRE means nothing but least recently used cache, right? So you can see it successfully passed. So let's move to the next programming language, which is nothing but C++. And here initially, first of all, we are gonna say nothing but sort this event. So we can say sort event store begun, and we can say event store end, right? Once this is sorted, now we are going to say fine, let's create a start array vector of int of starts, and here we're going to say for int is equal to 0 I less than events dot length, and I plus plus, right? And here we are going to say starts dot pushback. We can say events of I, and here we can pass 0, right? So this is nothing but we can say now we have made two things. Firstly, we have sorted our events array on the basis of start in day, and second, we have created our starts array differently, right? Where we are only having a start day value, right? After that, what we are going to do, we are going to do nothing but we are going to call a function where index is going to be 0, k is going to be remain same. Then we are going to say starts, or then let's pass first of all events, then pass starts, and then also we have to pass memorization. For that, we have to pass one DP array, right? So let's create DP array as well, vector of int, and here we can say the name I'm going to give dp, and here I'm going to pass the first of event dot size, and here I'm going to pass nothing but uh, node vector in, and here I'm going to pass k plus 1 comma minus 1. So nothing but make a dp array of event size row, total number of event size, the number of length of the events, and column should be the k plus 1, right? And after that, by default value put minus 1, just because that means we haven't traversed on that particular case earlier, right? So now we are going to call this function, and we are going to say return this particular function. So let's define that function as well. So I'm going to say define, not define here, I have to pass int sol, and here I'm going to say index int k. Let's take a vector of int, and here I'm going to pass our events, and here I'm going to pass nothing but vector of starts, right? And here I'm going to say int nothing but or dp, right? Not starts, we have to use vector int, and here we can say dp. Right, now what we are going to do, we are going to say if k is equal to 0, or we can say our index is greater than or equal to events dot size, then you have to directly return it, right? You don't want to go ahead, return directly 0. But let's see now the case if dp of index and I, not I, we can say k, is not equal to minus 1. That means we have already explored this one, so return the value of this. Right, but if it is also not the case, so what now we are going to do, we are going to say let's either take it or not take it, right? So if we don't take it, if we take it, then what will be the next possible event we can take? So that is going to store here new index, or new index here is going to be nothing but we can say upper bound, standard upper bounds, and here we can pass nothing but we can say our start dot begin and starts dot end, and here we can pass nothing but what we want to find, right? So we want to find nothing but events dot index of 1, right? This is nothing but end value, right? And after that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to subtract our start dot index bigger, right? So it will give me a new index. After that, we are going to say either take it or not take it, right? So if just get the maximum value, return maximum if you're taking it, then call. If you're not taking, then you are going to say call this function for index plus 1 just, and k is going to remain same, event is going to remain same, and start is going to remain same, and we can say dp is going to remain same. But if you're taking it, so you are going to add the events value, events of this particular I can say index of 2, this is nothing but the value of this particular event, plus then you are going to move to the next possible event. So this is nothing but new index k is going to decrement by 1 events. So let me write events, and we are going to say starts, we are going to say dp, right? But see, we haven't memorized it yet, so we can say this is going to store in our dp of index and k, right? And after that, we can simply return that particular dp of index minus index of k, right? So let's run this code and see whether it's working fine or not. So fine, let me just do this particular thing as well for starts. So here we got an error. Let's see. Oh, let's see. It is events, right? This events. So I just may say now. Let's see whether it's working fine or not. So let me run this. Right. Okay, we got one more error. This is nothing but length. Right. In Python we don't. In C++ we don't have a length. We have a size. In Java we used to have a length, right? Now let's see. You can see, guys, all the rest is passed finally. So let's try to submit this code and see whether it's working fine or not, or we are getting a TL in this as well. Okay, but we are memorized it, right? So it should not give. You can see, guys, it successfully got submitted, right? So we have successfully implemented with C++ as well. So guys, we have understood the problem statement. We have seen the examples. We have also seen the logic part, and also we haven't done the implementation with C++ and Python. If you have any kind of doubt in these three sections, problem understanding, logic, and implementation, you can write in the comment section. I'm always there to help you. And if you learn something new in this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe my channel. Meet you in the next video.